Most sales teams have documented their proven sales process, but reps struggle to apply it during a live call. OverQuota AI helps sales managers and reps stick to their process with real-time guidance. Reps no longer have to scramble for the right questions or fumble through speaking to competitors or handling objections. OverQuota's features ensure reps stay on track and run smoother, smarter sales calls every time. Setting yourself and your sales team up for success starts with creating a playbook. The platform comes with some standard playbooks out of the box that can be configured. For example, here's one aligned to the Medic Sales Framework. This can be configured by changing or adding categories to the playbook, as well as questions. It's also really easy to create a brand new playbook. With your team's unique best practices. In addition to playbooks, OverQuota comes with prompts, which is a feature used to deliver real-time insights during sales meetings. For example, here's a prompt related to competitors, and if this were to come up in a conversation of mine, OverQuota is going to deliver this prompt with the most effective talking points that I need to navigate that situation. Basically, any tricky selling scenario, whether it's talking through pricing, your trial process, or other common objections, OverQuota will make sure that you handle them effectively. Getting started with OverQuota is simple. On your home screen, you'll see all of your meetings pulled in one place. If you've met with this prospect before, you'll see your progress bar showing how much of your playbook you've completed from your prior calls. You'll have access to a high-level meeting summary over here with the key points and action items. And then you can click into the playbook to see the specific questions that were asked in green, as well as the auto-generated summaries. The best part about these notes are they're automatically pulled forward from your prior calls so that there's no preparation on your part. If this is your first call with a prospect, you'll start with a fresh 0% complete playbook. Depending on the selling scenario, for example, if this is an expansion sale versus a new customer acquisition, you may want to swap out your playbook. Let's jump into this call starting now to see how the real-time assistance really works. OverQuota AI integrates inside your Zoom window because we know that you don't need another browser tab open. Across the top, you'll see the timer, which is going to help you manage the clock. And to keep you from rambling, you'll have your talk to listen ratio over here, which is basically a personal reminder to stop talking and start listening. The threshold I have set is 60%, which is why once I cross that, it turns from yellow to red. As a rep navigates this conversation, they're going to ask questions part of their sales playbook. For example, what is your goal to improve sales this year or quarter? OverQuota AI is listening and marking off the questions I ask in green. This is really helpful as you bounce around during a sales call because we all know that sales calls aren't linear. For example, if I were to move into the decision criteria, I might say, what are the 2 to 3 things that you need from me in order to make an informed decision about this? I can easily see which questions I've asked and which questions I haven't, as well as a % completion across the playbook. OverQuota is also capturing and summarizing all the responses to the questions asked and answered, and I'll have access to those after the call, which we'll touch on in a little bit. In addition to helping me navigate the questions, OverQuota listens for key moments in the conversation to provide real-time assistance. So if a prospect asks about your competitors or how you differentiate, instead of panicking, reps receive their custom prompt with the well-prepared and most recent talk tracks that they can use right here on the call. Once the call ends, OverQuota isn't done. Heading into the notes section of the web application, you'll see that you have the full audio recording, a neat call summary with all the key points and takeaways, as well as your playbook showing the questions asked in green, the auto-summarized responses below, and the % completion of each section of the playbook. And of course, all of this integrates directly with your CRM, which eliminates hours of admin work and data entry. We see teams leveraging this technology to widely adopt their proven sales process across the entire team, which results, of course, in winning more deals.